guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another recipe of my Thanksgiving series. Today I'm going to show you how to make this delicious salted caramel cream cheese pound cake. Now, I already told y'all my stuff is packed up because we're in the middle of moving. I know I've been saying that for a minute, but it's a process, y'all. I'm creaming together my butter and my cream cheese. As you can see, my bowl was moving all over the place. Eventually I got the rubber mittens and fixed all that, but I added the sugar. You want to cream that together. If you have a KitchenAid standing mixer, make sure you use it, because doing it this way, it was a lot of work for me, but I made it through and it worked out in the end. So this is where I got the mitten and put it underneath, and it was a lot more stable and good to go. So once I get that mixed up, I added my eggs and I added my vanilla paste. You can use regular vanilla, any vanilla you want, but vanilla paste is what I had. You want to blend that together really gently. Be careful, don't spill it. Remember, if you're using a hand mixer, you need a big old bowl, okay? This batter is not even going to take up half of this bowl, but you already know how things go. It'll splash all over the place if you're not careful. I'm on the #1 speed currently. So now I'm going to scrape down the sides of the bowl just like you would the KitchenAid or your standing mixer, and just get it nice and mixed up. Alright, so now I'm going to add half of the flour mixture, which is flour, salt, and baking powder. And I'm going to be gentle, you guys, because I was just under so much anxiety and pressure, thinking all the flour is going to fly out of the bowl. I don't even know the last time I used a hand mixer to make an actual cake. Like, I took it all the way back, honey, because I have so many gadgets, but I did what I had to do, and it is what it is. So now you want to be gentle and mix that in the first half. Next, I added the second half, and then that was it. I did it this way because you already know when you add too much flour at once, you can ruin the batter or it becomes clumpy, and so I do it in batches. And it was perfect. I love how the vanilla paste left like those little particles in there. You actually see those little vanilla particles. I call it particles. Once the cake is baked up. Now, this is where I got some help from the grocery store. You can make your own caramel, but honey, I bought it. Okay, your girl is tired. I'm exhausted every single day. I bought the caramel. Okay, I have an amazing, multiple, I believe, caramel recipes on here, so I'll make sure I link them below if you prefer to make yours from scratch. So now I'm gonna put about a cup and a half, 2 cups of the batter into this bowl right here, and then I'm going to take the caramel, about a 1/3 cup of it, and add it down in here to give it that flavor and the color, and it'll be nice and good to go. I'm going to spray down my bundt pan. You already know with these pans, spray it like your life is dependent on it. If you prefer to go outside and spray it so that it doesn't get grease or oil all over the place or something like that, then that's fine. But you need to spray this pan down or your cake will stick. So here I am putting the batter down. At first I wanted to do like a checkerboard, which is why you're going to see the caramel mixture. I put like a dollop there, but then I changed my mind. I'm like, this is more sugar. It'll burn. and you'll see what happens later on in the video. I'm like, it clicked, like this will burn if I put it on the bottom. So I changed my mind and decided to do a full layer on the bottom of the regular plain cream cheese batter, and then I'll put the caramel mixture in the middle and more on top. So this is me just putting a whole layer of just the plain batter, and then this is me putting the entire caramel mixed in batter in the middle. So this is a much better idea. Don't do that other step. You put a layer of regular batter, a layer of the caramel batter, and then you're gonna put a layer of the fresh batter on top. And here it is, final layer, put it right over top. And I loved how it came out, except, you know, I really thought I burnt the cake because I was so stressed out. I thought I burnt the cake, but it was still good to go. All right, so after that, you want to do a couple taps to get the air bubbles out, an even layer. Pop it in the oven. It comes out looking like this. As you can see, the top is a little darker than the bottom. That's because of the caramel. And again, just do it the way I told you to do it earlier, and you'll be good to go. It's not burnt, it's just brown. So you're good, okay? So now I'm just gonna put the caramel all over top. You can do it however you want. Again, if you do not like the store-bought caramel sauce, you can make it from scratch, your favorite recipe, or you can make mine. I have a few on here, and I'll link them below. Once you drizzle it all over like this, you want to get it everywhere. Now, it's really up to you how much you want on there, but I put it everywhere. I let it drizzle all over and let it go down like the sides and stuff. So, but yeah, and this caramel was actually delicious. I've never used it before, but I definitely tasted it. If you're going to get a store-bought caramel, make sure you taste it before you pour it on the cake, because some of them have a lot of sodium and you don't want to ruin your cake. But this one was actually pretty good. Now I'm going to take the salt, which is a salted caramel. I'm using kosher salt. Do not use table salt. I'm using kosher salt, coarse kosher salt. I wish I had some flaky salt, but I didn't have any. And I drizzled it over the caramel, not too much, just enough. And that's it. It's a beautiful cake. It's a delicious cake. It's a moist cake. All right, so now I'm just going to cut into the cake like such. And I'm going to cut a nice thick piece so you guys can actually see it. And it was just so moist and so delicious. But this is a fail-proof recipe anyway. Without the salted caramel, this pound cake recipe is a fail-proof recipe that I use all the time. But look at that caramel filling right there in the middle with that checker. Like, I love that. I love that. This cake was super delicious, super moist. What I was more surprised about is the flavor. It has like a lot of flavor to it. It's not just a bland, plain pound cake. And the cream cheese took it over the top, the caramel, little sprinkle of salt on top, and it was good to go. Look how delicious this looks. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you make this recipe. If you do, tag me and let me know what you think, and I'll catch you on my next video. Bye.